Good afternoon and welcome back to the channel and another episode of my cafe race adventure series. And I am getting very close to the end of this trip. So I am currently in South Sweden, nearby a city called Malmö, where I have been spending a few days with a friend of mine. And the plan for today is to go to Copenhagen in Denmark, which is only about an hour and a half from here. I'll be in Denmark for a couple of days, and then I will make the last stretch of the journey with a ferry to Bergen in Norway. This video will cover the next few days until I get to Bergen, and then the following video will be the last episode of my cafe race adventure series back to England. So I started my trip almost 6 weeks ago from Manchester. I went to Newcastle, got a ferry to Amsterdam in the Netherlands, and I've been riding all the way through Europe to Denmark. And I got the boat to Oslo, and I've been riding around Norway and going all the way up to the North Cape, and then coming down via Finland, and now I am in Sweden. It has been an amazing trip. I've learned so much about sort of long distance traveling on a motorbike. It's my longest trip on a bike I have ever done before. So it's definitely been a learning curve, and I've loved every minute of it. So today I'm going to Copenhagen, and it's my first time in Copenhagen, so I'm very excited. The bike is almost packed up, ready to go. Just give you a quick tour. This bike will be getting some serious attention after this trip is done. I am going to change the oil and do some maintenance when I'm back in Norway, and then when I go to England, I'm going to do a little bit more maintenance in terms of the tires. I'm going to change the tires, and also there's some plans with customizing the bike a little bit, so I'm very excited about that. Anyways, I'm going to finish up my packing and hit the road towards Copenhagen. Welcome to Copenhagen. So I arrived yesterday evening. I went over the tunnel connecting Sweden to Denmark, which is an 8 kilometers long bridge and an 8 kilometers long underwater tunnel. I checked into the hotel. I went for a quick walk around town. I found a really cool 1950s, 60s inspired clothing shop. They were doing like classic hats and serving classic cocktails, so that was really interesting to see. And also I think I saw a really cool custom made Harley with sort of a rusted exposed tank, which was really beautiful actually. And today I have all day in Copenhagen, so I am heading out towards town to enjoy Copenhagen for the day and also share some footage with you. brilliant day I've had today in Copenhagen. So I started this morning by walking around the town, as I do, trying to get lost. And I went to the museum, which I really enjoyed. And walking around town and trying to get a feel of the character of the city, grabbing coffee, and it's, for some reason that I can't exactly explain why, it's my favorite city of this trip so far. So, you know, I've been to the big cities in the Scandinavian countries like Oslo, Amsterdam, Stockholm, Helsinki, and Copenhagen has been definitely the favorite so far. I can't exactly explain why, but it just has the character. The whole bicycles and old buildings and all of that. I've really been enjoying the time that I've had here. I've only had, so I arrived yesterday evening and I've had today all day enjoying the city, and I have tomorrow a few hours in the morning before I start riding to where I need to get the ferry from, which is I believe around about 300 kilometers. So I need to get one ferry to mainland Denmark, and then it's another 200 kilometers to my main ferry, which is from Denmark to Bergen. It's an overnight ferry. So tomorrow, there's a couple of places I really want to check out. There is apparently a cafe racer vibe shop slash coffee shop, I believe. I don't exactly know what it is, but I know it's a cool place, and they weren't open today. They're closed on Sundays. Today is Sunday the 3rd of October, and tomorrow they open at midday at 12, so I'm going to quickly check out that shop, and then I would need to set off very soon after that, because my ferry tomorrow is at 8 o'clock and I need to be there at 7 latest, so I don't have much time to play with. But Copenhagen has been such a great experience. Walking around the city, I've really been enjoying that, and checking out some cool vintage shops. There was a really cool cafe racer vibe vintage leather jacket that I was so close to buying, but the space is an issue. Carrying luggage on my bike especially, everything is pretty packed in, so I didn't, but yeah, that looked really cool. Also, what else have I been doing? Let me just scroll down and the footage that I've been getting today. And then, you know, I thought Amsterdam was the pinnacle of bicycles in Europe, but Copenhagen is another level. I wonder which city actually has the most amount of bicycles. That's what I wonder. But bicycles everywhere, and I really like them. It's so cool to see people biking everywhere. You know, it keeps you fit, and it's a great way to get around the city. So it's a great idea, and I am very much looking forward to seeing that happening more in the UK, specifically Manchester, where I live. And I have noticed, I think the council putting more effort into creating bicycle-specific lanes. I know I haven't seen so many people using them, but I'm excited to see how that would develop over the next few years. And also, I went to see the new James Bond movie, It's No Time to Die, and I really enjoyed it. I've been looking forward to it since when they announced it last year, and it was delayed due to COVID and all of that. And it's been released over the past week, and I went to see it, and I think it's whatever a Bond movie should be. It was, you know, great action scenes and in cool cars and the Triumph bike. So I really enjoyed it. Also, you know, I've always been a Bond fan myself, but I've never actually followed the movies by the correct order and seeing them properly. So I am going to make the effort to start watching them from the original. I believe there's 24 films. So I am going to aim for two movies a week, excuse me. 2 movies a week, so 24. That's going to take me 3 months. And yeah, I think that'll be really interesting. So I'll give you a little update every week of how I'm getting on with watching all the Bond movies. But I think that'll be really fun to follow them properly from when it started to when it's finished. For now, so yeah, I'm excited about that. And also, I don't know if this would be classed as a spoiler, but I'm going to mention it anyways. There's a scene in the movie, well, there's a few scenes in the movie that was shot in Norway, and one specific one is on a famous road that I was riding my bike in 2 weeks ago. I'm so excited about that, and it's the Atlantic Ocean Road. One of my earlier videos, I think it's the episode 2 of my Cafe Racer adventure series. I actually have a drone shot, and I was riding my bike over that famous road, and it was really cool to see that in the movie. Like, I had no idea. It was a great, pleasant surprise. Anyways, I'm going to enjoy my drink. This is a Glenfiddich 12, I believe. It's the last order here. It's a quiet evening. It's coming to about 10 o'clock, and I am planning in a relatively early morning, so packing my stuff ready, checking that Cafe Racer / coffee shop place around midday, and then I will be on my way towards the ferry I need to get. Well, 2 ferries to get myself to Bergen. So this next video would be the last video of my adventure series, the Cafe Racer adventure series, season 1, if you will. Back to England, and yeah, I've had a brilliant time, and I think it's a perfect city to sort of end the series. It's been absolutely brilliant. I've enjoyed every minute of it. I've learned so much, and it's been a challenge in its own way to kind of understand and think about the logistics of it a little bit more when you're doing long trips and you're on the bike every single day and you're putting miles on the bike, and it's my first time doing it, you know, so I've learned so much, and I'm looking forward to doing it and sort of getting better at it and more efficient, and be able to plan better and carry luggage more efficiently. I think that would be my goal for next time that I'm doing this. Anyways, I shall enjoy my drink, and I will catch up with you tomorrow morning. Okay, that was really cool shop, Motorius. They sell workwear inspired, biking inspired clothing, Red Wing shoes, really cool shop. And now I am on my way to get the ferry back to Norway. I'm actually going to avoid the ferry to mainland Denmark. It's not going to make it it's not going to make that much of a difference, so I'm going to just ride to North Denmark, a place called Hirtshals, which is 480 kilometers away from me. Also, I've had a few people messaging me to say if I can adjust the angle of the camera to be a little bit higher, which I really appreciate, because I'm new at making videos, so I really appreciate any comments and feedback from people. So I have raised up the camera angle and the mount, so I hope it's much better now. As I mentioned yesterday, I really enjoyed Copenhagen. I think it's a really cool city and I would love to come back. I think next time I want to spend a little bit more time, perhaps come and book a hostel for a week or so and be able to really discover the city. 1 or 2 days doesn't quite do it justice. Also, this traffic light situation is quite interesting. I've noticed it in other Nordic Scandinavian countries that the pedestrian light could be green when people are crossing, but the cars could also pass, so the traffic on the road would still have to monitor whether the pedestrians are crossing or not, regardless of the light, and that's quite different for me. I haven't noticed that in the UK. Anyways, 480 kilometers to go. Looking forward to being back on the bike. It's been a couple of days without riding. It's nice temperature today, 14 degrees, and it's the only day after a long time that I haven't put on my merino wool underwear, so it should be a nice ride, and I'm hoping for a dry day as well. A little bit cloudy, but fingers crossed. Hello. Can I check in, please?
Sorry, what?
Can I check in, please, to Bergen?
I just need your booking number and your passport.
Sure. Welcome on board of my ferry from the northern part of Denmark, Hirtshals to Bergen. It is currently just coming up to 8 o'clock, and I have boarded the ship and I have got the seat for the night. I'll show you.
Are the seats like special, or like hotels. Like that every person has like a specific seat he has to be. Oh, you can just take a seat and it's fine. Because we're 5 members. Yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, there's a little bit of a drying situation going on. Started raining towards the end of the last hour, and at that point I didn't have my waterproofs on, and I was running a little bit late for the ferry, so I didn't want to stop and put my waterproofs on, so I ended up soaking wet. And now I'm drying my stuff, and I'm currently barefooted, so going to briefly show you around the ship barefooted. So I am currently on deck 10. Deck 9 and 8 is just cabins, so I think everything's happening on deck 7 in terms of shops and restaurants and bars. So we'll go and have a look at there. I've actually seen these boats from the distance many times, sort of working in the fjords in the same area, and they're always famous for making huge waves. So whenever we see them in the distance, we prepare ourselves to be thrown sideways from the waves. But I've never been on board of them. Okay, deck 7. Okay, that was the fjord lounge in the bow of the boat. Looked like a cozy spot for me, so I am going for a quick look on the other side to see if I find a better spot. There's some chessboarded tables here. Okay, there seems to be another buffet at the other side of the boat. Sorry. But I'm going the fjord lounge it is. So I'm heading back towards the bow. Looked quite comfortable. So I'm going to relax, grab some food, maybe watch a movie, and I will catch up with you tomorrow morning in Bergen.
Smoke either in the car decks or in the cars. Other guests are kindly requested to wait on deck 7 until the gangway is ready. Please have your boarding card ready for scanning when you leave the ship.
You're welcome. Bye. And welcome back to Bergen, Norway, where I started my journey almost exactly 3 weeks ago. I started my trip on a Wednesday, and today is a Tuesday, where I just arrived with the ferry from Denmark. So I am going back to work, where I will be working as a diver for the next few weeks, and then I will be riding my bike back to England. What an awesome trip this has been. I think I've mentioned it before, but I've had a really good time. I've absolutely loved being on the road, and I definitely think I've learned so much. I'm really looking forward to doing more trips on the bike. After this video, I'm going back to the weekly videos, which will come out on a Saturday evening. During this time, when I was on the road, I really wanted this to be as close to real time as possible, so I tried my best to keep up with the 2 videos a week routine, and it has been quite a lot of work trying to make these videos, and at times perhaps the quality and the editing could have been better, but I wanted this to be close to real time and realistic if you wanted to follow the journey. And I really do hope that you've been enjoying watching them. It's definitely been a lot of fun this trip, and I've also enjoyed sharing the trip with you guys. So, as I mentioned before, the next video will be the last video of this Cafe Racer adventure series, where I will make my way back to Manchester. I think I will get the exact same boat, well, the same route back to Denmark, and then I need to find a ferry from Denmark to England. I haven't planned it completely, but that will be in about 3 weeks' time. Also, I'm going to end the video now. I really hope you enjoyed watching this video and this Cafe Race adventure series, and I will see you very soon.